We are entering DEF CON Level 5 for Marvel Future Revolution. We still do not have a date yet as far as a release for this game. Not even a release for the beta yet, but looks like things are happening very, very fast, and we may have that date coming very, very soon. We're going to talk all about the latest on Marvel Future Revolution, what we can expect, and we're also going to take a look at the first in-game interface that we've seen before with maybe some clues onto what we can expect as far as gameplay from this game. Yes. So if you're as hyped as me about Marvel Future Revolution and want to find out all about the latest right now, find that like button and let's go smash it.
ValleyFlyin.
Hello, Valley Maniacs. Welcome back to the channel. I am ValleyFlyin, and I am still super hyped for Marvel Future Revolution. Looks to be coming very, very soon on the horizon. Like I said in the intro, we still don't have a date yet, but looks like things are happening very, very soon. And you could actually pre-register right now in Canada on the Android store, the Google Play Store. So yes, we're going to share the latest that we have with you right now and talk about what some expectations for this game are. Now, if this is your first time here, guys, make sure you subscribe for more great Marvel Strike Force content and all the latest on Marvel Future Revolution. But without further ado, let's go and check out some of the screenshots that we just got on their website and on the Play Store. Boom, this is the first one, original Marvel story, and we see some of the playable characters at launch. We see Doctor Strange, Captain America, Spider-Man. We see Iron Man, Storm, Captain Marvel, Black Widow, and Star-Lord, all available at launch. Let me know which character you're the most hyped to play with at launch. I think my starting character is going to be Spider-Man, but it may be switching around as we get the feel of these characters. But let me know who you're going to use at first. We also see some other characters back here, probably some non-playable characters. This guy looks jacked back here. And then some other characters. I'm not sure if this is a shield type theme or if this is something in the future, because this is a future revolution, but looking forward to all these. And we see some of these costumes in some of these other screenshots. All right, we see some gameplay here and we see some other costumes. This looks like possibly a Thor, an alternate female version of Thor. We see another version of Black Widow, Doctor Strange here, Captain America. We see Iron Man. We see an alternate uniform for Star-Lord as well, Spider-Man, and Captain Marvel. Let me know how you think these uniforms are going to be introduced into the game. Do you think they're going to be just something that you unlock as far as playing, or do you think this is going to be how the game is made? It makes their money as far as charging for these cosmetic skins here that we see in the game. We're going to take a look at some of the new videos as well and see if we can spot some of these. All right, next screenshot we see is something that we've seen before on one of the Twitter posts. We see the Sakaar area. We see this big Maestro statue who has been confirmed as one of the villains in the game. We see an alternate version of Captain America. We see Captain Marvel here as well, and some of these other probably non-playable characters that are in the game. Open world RPG. This is the first open world RPG on mobile for Marvel, guys, and I am super, super hyped for this. All right, some more costumes. We see an alternate version of Iron Man with his hot rod red and yellow. We see this punk version of Spider-Man, which very interesting. I'm not sure if this is one of the characters, the costumes that I'm going to play with, but I like these lots of different alternate costumes that add variety in the game. And I'm not sure who this is. This actually looks like Valkyrie to me, but judging by the characters that are available at launch, maybe an alternate version of Black Widow, maybe an alternate version of Captain Marvel. Let me know who you think this is in the comments, guys. It does look like Valkyrie, but maybe Black Widow just because she is a launch character. But yeah, unique costume combinations, and it looks like from the trailers that we're also able to change the color palette of a lot of these costumes as well, so giving us infinite versions of a lot of these costumes. The next screen we see is real-time cinematic combat. And oh my goodness, I am looking for real-time combat. I've experienced this in some other games. Some do it well, some don't do it as well. And the game that did it very well was Marvel Future Fight years ago. So I'm thinking that this is improved, and this real-time type combat, I think, is going to be very good based on what I've seen in Marvel Future Fight back in the day. Marvel Future Revolution is probably going to be taking this to the next level. And as we see some of the costumes or some of the characters here, we see another Iron Man screenshot. We see more Storm here, and Doctor Strange. Actually, thinking of Thor, This is probably an alternate version of Storm, not Thor. What was I thinking? Thor is not a playable character at launch. Maybe down the road, but yeah, Storm. This is Storm right here, not a female version of Storm. So scratch what I said earlier. All right, let's move on to this screenshot right here, and we see some real-time co-op battles. So we've been introduced, we've been teased actually to some other game modes in on the Twitter feeds, on some of the releases that they've seen, and teased some co-op, some verse, some different stages. I'm so hyped. I'm excited for all of these guys, but more Captain Marvel. We see one of the big bosses there. I don't recognize this boss, but a lot of villains introduced to this game. One of the more recent ones was Yellow Jacket here, and let me know who you think else besides what has officially been launched is going to be playable in this game. And then this is probably the most interesting screenshot here. It is the user interface. We finally see the user interface buttons here, and this is your main attack button. If I'm remembering Future Fight correctly, this is going to be your main attack button. We see some other skills, and if this is like Future Fight, you'll get more of these skills unlocked as you start to level these characters. We see some other skills right here, some jumping type buttons that I'm not sure. It looks like some potions, some other type of potions. So probably what I'm guessing, just based on what I've seen in other games, maybe refreshing some skills, some charges here, and then maybe refreshing the health is what I'm guessing. If I'm interpreting that wrong, guys, let me know in the comments. But we see Captain America. We see a Hydra villain here, and this looks like the Hydra America stage. We see Storm, not Thor. And we see Black Widow back here as well. And look at these non-playable characters. This character shielding her ears from the massive sound of these lightnings. I like that attention to detail. We see an open world map here. We see some health bars. We see some status effects here. So status effects available in the game. So probably the blue is the positive. The red is the negative. I'm not sure what these symbols are. This is a shield. This looks like extra health. We see the navigation. So probably your inventory, probably shopping, maybe different costumes are available here, some other type of inventory, some gifts, and then this is probably your main menu screen that you're going to go to here. What I don't see is a navigation. So this is where you're going to use your skills on this side with your right hand. With your left hand is probably where you're going to navigate. I don't see that interface here yet, so I'm not sure if it's missing from the screenshot or the navigation is going to be done in a totally different way. Let me know your thoughts on this as well. But this is probably the most interesting screenshot here. There is flying in this game, and as I was talking with Reminex and Halfcent earlier, flying has it's a mixed bag in other games. But based on what I've seen in Marvel Future Fight, I think flying is going to be handled very well in this game. But let me know your thoughts. Next screenshot we see is a pre-registration for costumes. As we see some of these alternate costumes. This is definitely a Storm costume, not Thor costume. Iron Man, alternate costume for Iron Man. Spider-Man, we see an alternate costume for Star-Lord. Captain America's alternate costume is in green. We see a Black Widow in white. We see a Captain Marvel in her old Carol Danvers outfit and a alternate costume for Doctor Strange. When you're pre-registering, it looks like you're getting access to some of these costumes, maybe one, maybe all. Not sure yet. Reminex and I were trying earlier today to try to get register or find a workaround that we could register our accounts from the US and Canada. We still not figured that out yet, so still not sure. As soon as I figure it out, and if the process is not very complicated, we are going to release how to do that. But yeah, we could not figure it out as of this recording, so hopefully we'll have more information for you guys on how to register if you're not in Canada yet. But if you are, register right now, guys. Let's go to their site right now. This is the MarvelFutureRevolution.com site, and of course, we're seeing more and more stuff on this page. There's a newsletter. I have subscribed to this, so if you're not able to pre-register, enter your email and get the latest on Marvel Future Revolution on their website. Again, MarvelFutureRevolution.com. We see more about the game overview at the start of the conversion. Multiple dimensions began collapsing into one another, and that kind of gives you a hint of where this game is going. Different Earths trying to collide, destroy themselves. Many dimensions fell, some survived. So this looks like a alternate timeline, multi-dimensional, multiverse is going to be active in here. So yeah, not the time authority like in the Loki series. All right, the Hand of Vision, whose core helped to create the first convergence engine. So wondering how Vision is going to be used in this game, if he will be a playable character down the road. And we see some of these characters here. These are the characters playable at launch. And as we see them again, Iron Man, Captain America. And as you click on these on the website, you get more information on these individual characters as well. I'm not going to go through that. You guys can check this out. But yes, we're going to go through some videos that we saw a little earlier. Open world, we see some more costumes, alternate storm costume, and I like that they're introducing a lot of these costumes. It looks like they have palette swaps for a lot of these costumes as well. Alternate Iron Man costume and alternate Spider-Man costume. Mix and match costumes by each part, completing your unique superhero. So maybe it's not costumes individually, maybe it's all these unique parts based on what is seen here. Still a lot of questions about this game. We see Nick Fury as well. So I'm wondering if he is going to be another character playable at launch. We've got a bunch already, a bunch of different characters, a bunch of different powers. I think they have a good mix here with some mutants, some cosmic characters, some Earth characters. I like the characters that I chose, but yeah, Nick Fury. Let me know if you think down the road he'll be a playable character. If he is a playable character at launch that has not been announced yet, or if he's going to be a non-playable character. Let me know your thoughts. They have a huge roster. We've discussed that in a few other videos. We see Loki here. We see Apocalypse, Vision. We see Cullum in it. I'm not sure who this person is, this villain is right here, but that's more stuff and a big community. So make sure you're following everything. Now we're going to take a look at some videos that we've seen. Now, these were videos that I did see from Discord, so the quality, very, very low quality. These are actually only 360 by 202 images, so very, very small, which is why the quality is bad. And these are GIFs, so they're just going to keep replaying. We see some of the things that we've seen in the past, more costumes, one ongoing campaign. This is another GIF here, and I think these were on the Play Store registration. I think that's where they originally came from. Black Widow, real-time combat. Looking forward to that as we see more animations minus some of the user interface in the screen. And more Black Widow. I can't tell who that is, and I can't pause this because these are animated GIFs here, guys. All right, more costumes. We see a few different versions of the Spider-Man costumes. I saw a couple there. So the normal one, we see this one. I saw a cosmic one with the spike. And yeah, I saw about 3 or 4 different costumes for Spider-Man there. So very interesting. And I like a lot of these costumes. And last but not least, a massive, massive world. Very curious to see how big these individual worlds are for these stages. We've seen a few different stages in some of the past videos. Make sure you check them out. But some of them, Hydra America, Midgardia, New Stark City. I think that's what we're seeing here. There's a bunch of them that have been, there's one for Asgard as well. So a bunch of different types of worlds that you could explore. And it looks like Sakaar is going to be a world, and also a world with the Black Order as well. But that is it. That is the latest that we have. If you're in Canada, make sure you register right now. If you're in any other region, go to the MarvelFutureRevolution.com website and enter your email there to get registered, and it'll get I don't know. It'll join the newsletter, and hopefully that'll also doubly register you as well. But that is it, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. I will see you guys next time. More Marvel Future Revolution content coming, guys. It is coming fast and hot. And everything will be covered on this channel and Twitter as well. So make sure you follow me there. I will see you guys next time. Have a great rest of your day, and let the hype begin for Future Revolution, guys. Hulk fist bump, ValleyFlyin out. Yes.